And for us, for those of us who are staying here, we'll keep the pitch contest going, and we're about to discover some great startups that work in food tech, making what we eat more healthy, more sustainable, and perhaps tastier. And it certainly is the aim of our first contestant in this category. It creates gourmet products, healthy and committed to the farmers, in order to make our diet greener without compromise. The startup is called Cocoriton. It emerged in Foodin Lab, a specialized center for food innovation located at the heart of Paris-Saclay. It was founded by a former student in agronomy of Paris-Saclay. His name is Alexandre PHILIPON. And Alexandre, this is your stage. You can come up straight to it. You will have 3 minutes to convince our jury right here that your startup is worthy of being awarded the Spring 50 award. And your 3 minutes start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good afternoon, everybody. So everyone knows that we should move toward a more plant-based diet to meet environmental challenges, but yet the transition is slow. Do you know why? Because meat alternatives are either tasteless or expensive. Moreover, they don't focus enough on health concerns, on the local or ethical ingredients, which are, however, what consumers are waiting for. And this is where Cocoriton comes into play. So, as a son of farmer in north of France, I wanted to undertake for a better food system, and I launched a range of plant-based products like burgers and bowls that are tasty, nutritious, great for the planet, and great for the farmers. Of course, our products are great for the environment because our products are plant-based, rich in legumes, cooked with local ingredients, and because we use also byproducts and processes that save energy, resources, and water. Our products are also committed to farmers because we buy directly from farmers as close as possible to our family farms the raw material we can, paying them a fair price, and because soon some of the ingredients will come directly from our own farm, which is unique on the market. And finally, our products are a nutritional nugget because they are the only products in France, plant-based, that are high in protein, high in omega-3, high in fiber, and that are Bleu Blanc certified. To achieve all this development of products, I made almost 2 years of research and development, and we are selling this product essentially in mass catering. Indeed, in France, mass catering is obliged to offer at least once a week a vegetarian menu and products with 50% of products with quality label. And Cocoriton perfectly fits these regulatory requirements with, above all, an attractive price, cheaper than beef. So currently, we rent a lab in north of France where we are able to produce 2 tons per month. Soon, we will be backed by an industrial partner who will outsource all the production. And then, in 2026, we will open our own factory, which will make us produce more and at a better price, and achieve 2,000 tons per year. To achieve all these challenges, I rely on my associates, which help me for industrialization, managing the success and the development of a fast-growing company, managing supply chain and sales. So if you want to invest in our success story, or if you are decision makers for collective catering, do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Alexandre. Thank you very much. Now you understand why this is my favorite category. The following startup also comes from Foodin Lab at Paris-Saclay. It's also supported by INRAE. Its commitment to our health, and most specifically to those most fragile, those afflicted by illness and old age. It's called Carembouche, and it created a supplement rich in proteins and probiotics. I hope this is all right. And I'll let its president, Odile de CHRISTEN, tell you more about it. Odile, you have 3 minutes to convince us of Carembouche, and your 3 minutes start actually right now.
Hello, thank you. So have you heard about undernutrition and sarcopenia? I'm sure some people around you are concerned. So we age, and chronic diseases, we lose appetite and are at risk of undernutrition. We lose muscle mass and are at risk of muscle weakness. This is sarcopenia. And we know that people over 60 need more protein to cover their needs. And we also know that with the age, the microbiota becomes very poor. All this contributes to the increased risk of mortality by a factor of 4. So with our knowledge, based on academic and clinical knowledge, we have invented a new recipe that are rich in protein, where we mix a probiotic isolated in INRAE labs, for which we have an exclusive patent. So the Carembouche are the small bites with high content of protein, and they are easy to grab and easy to use. So 97% of the testers have approved. So we did 4 campaigns of tests. In a real situation, we produced 20,000 bites that we distributed. One campaign was in 6 EHPAD with 60 people during 15 days. And this test have confirmed that the size, the texture, the smell are adapted. And offering 10 bites per day is a good and practical proposal. So if you compare to the other products on the market, Carembouche are the only ones that are easy to eat, very tasty and fresh. And if we compare to the probiotic market, Carembouche are the only ones that are food and not powder or pills. So we have, our revenue is based on 2 models. We have two products, 2 markets. The first market is selling bites with or without probiotic to elderly house establishment, and the second is to sub-license the patent of the probiotic. So the Carembouche with higher content of protein are ready to go to the market. The Carembouche with protein will be ready by end of 2024. And we are working with an industrial partner to develop, to commercialize and sell the probiotic. So we are 3 women, 3 co-founders. We have academic and industrial partners. And we are looking for investors to develop the company. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I want to try and taste everything. That's even Carembouche, which is weird probably. We're moving on to our next contestant. With an ever-growing population, our needs in proteins are set to increase, and we must find sustainable ways to produce these proteins, as we must balance our dietary needs with planetary boundaries. And Fungu'it, or you'll say it right, I probably won't. Fungu'it is a young company originating from Foodin Lab. It's at the forefront of protein production through an innovative fermentation process. And to tell you all about it, here is its founder, Anas ERRIDAOUI. Anas, the stage is yours. Starting now.
At Fungu'it, we believe that we can save the world with fungi. Hi, my name is Anas. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Fungu'it. Well, not a very fun fact, but the rise of source of protein, the source of protein is the demand is rising, and we won't be able to meet the demand. Also, when you want to diversify your source of food with plant-based, well, the actual alternative protein conducts way too much to ultra-processed food, and that's bad for your health. And that's exactly for those reasons that we co-founded with my associate Jean, Fungu'it. We have developed the best natural and local source of protein for unprocessed products. And how we did that? With only 3 things: fungi, byproducts, and fermentation. Well, our unique process consists in sourcing and upcycling byproducts like pressed seed to make oil, and there are many others, but these are gold. And we unlock their potential with the fungi that we have specifically selected. And we take those in our specific solicited fermentation process that we have developed, and to make the fungi grow, then we obtain we obtain a product that we dry and we grind to have our really good Fungu'it ingredient, and that we sell directly to the food industry to make their own products. Well, our ingredient goes further in terms of nutrition thanks to fermentation. It has natural functionalities, and that's exactly why food industry struggles is struggling to make unprocessed products. And also, our solicited fermentation process have been specifically designed to have the lowest environmental impact in the market. So you must be wondering, what can we do with this ingredient? Well, that's when it gets interesting, because it has huge opportunity. We can fit in plant-based, click nutrition, snacking, bakery, pet food, and even cosmetic. After 2 years of R&D, we have launched our first product at scale with our exclusive partner, and we are discussing with major of food industry to test our ingredient and to produce to make their own products. And it's just getting started. Our ambition is to be at scale and having a first pilot plan in 2025, and we have key development like texturation process it's a huge pain in the plant-based world. This is our team. We have a very great team, and then we're surrounded with the best experts. And our ambition is to reinvent our full model for our health and the planet, and we are raising at the end of the year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anas. Thank you. The future could be fungi, and not in a Last of Us type of way, which is a good sign. Paris-Saclay being at the heart of French innovation, there are some traditions that we must maintain, so it's about time we talked about cheese, or more specifically, cheese alternatives. Our next contestant is called Nutropy, is pioneering the cheese of the future. It's housed by the prestigious pépinière of the Biopole Genopole, and by 2022, the startup successfully secured already 2 million euros in funding, supporting the commercialization of their revolutionary and delicious products. And you'll know everything about this in 3 minutes with its CEO, Nathalie Rolland.
Hello.
Hello, Nathalie. Nathalie, you have 3 minutes, and they start now.
Hello. So hello everyone, I'm Nathalie Rolland, I'm the co-founder and CEO of Nutropy. And at Nutropy, we are developing a new generation of cheese by producing a milk ingredient, especially casein, to develop a plug-and-play milk replacement for dairy producers. So we aim to position Nutropy as the key B2B global supplier of animal-free dairy. About our team, so I have a background in finance, and I'm an alternative protein pioneer. My co-founder, Dr. Bendifala, is a recombinant protein expert, and we build a team of 15 people with top talent at each step of the process. So what's the problem today regarding the cheese market? So we have currently available on the market 2 types of cheeses. Conventional cheeses, we love their taste and textures, but unfortunately they are not sustainable. And we also have plant-based cheeses. They are sustainable, but they don't deliver in terms of taste, texture, and nutrition. So Nutropy offers the best of these 2 worlds, taste, texture, nutrition, and sustainability. So today, dairy companies have an urgent need to secure a sustainable casein supply. And why casein? It's because casein is the key ingredient for the development of cheese, meeting the need of consumers in terms of taste and texture. So at Nutropy, we develop milk protein, high-value ingredient, casein and fatty acid, for the development of a plug-and-play milk replacement for dairy producers, and we only focus on the development of a highly functional ingredient to control our production cost, and this way we can reach a price parity at launch. So we can see how the final product will look like with our formulation prototypes. You can see that we can get the texture that we like in cheese, this elasticity. And so what do we do exactly? So the first step is the development of our ingredient. We develop casein and fatty acid with yeast. Step 2, we harvest our ingredient. We transform our casein into micelles to get a fully functional casein. We mix our ingredient with other ingredients to formulate our cheesable mix solution. And then the dairy producer will easily transform our milk into cheese without having to change their equipment or formulation. So we aim to reach more than 100 million euros by 2029, working with dairy producers. We are in discussion with many of them that are waiting for samples, and samples is really the beginning of partnership with them. And so today we are raising a 4 million seed round to develop our industrial prototype, to scale up the production of our ingredient to send these samples before the commercialization of our product in 2025 in the US and 2026 in Europe. So thank you for your attention, and please reach out if you like to work with us on the development of a new generation of cheese.
Thank you very much for the cheese and the perfect timing. Having sustainable food supplies and delicious cheeses is one thing. Having sustainable ways to transport and consume food is also extremely important, and that's where the last contestant in this category comes in. It's incubated at the MIT Starter Program. It's a collaborative initiative of Télécom Sud Paris, Institut Mines Télécom Business School, and the NCEE. Suivez la consigne, it's the name of the startup, offers a solution to the agroalimentary industry focusing on the efficient reuse of packaging. Its co-founder has a Master's of Applied Mathematics from Université Paris-Saclay. He's called Andrew FARNDON, and he now has 3 minutes to convince the jury.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to introduce you to our company today. It's well known that single-use plastic bottles are a disaster for the environment, but it is less known that single-use glass bottles are also a disaster for the environment. However, a solution existed in the late 1970s and still exists abroad. This solution is reusable packaging. Why reusing instead of recycling? Because it helps to save energy, it saves water, it saves GIG emissions. And fortunately, French lawmakers understood that years ago with the AGEC law that set up goals to reintroduce reusable packaging in the coming years. However, there are still 2 key factors that prevent reusable packaging to develop. It's in-store collection and reverse logistics. In stores, we install reverse vending machines. We take care of the communications. We take care of the consumer journey for higher return rates. Then we monitor the reverse logistics to our sorting centers where bottles are sorted by types, color, and shapes to be sold to producers or to washing centers. All this supply chain is strongly managed with data management. The reuse economy is booming. By 2027, 500 million bottles will have to be reused every year in the 7,000 supermarkets in France. As a reminder, today, only 1% of this amount is already reused. Our goal is to be able to reuse 1 billion bottles a year in 2045. How do we do that? Our market is twofold. On one side, we sell bottles to producers. On the other side, stores subscribe to be part of the network and to receive a reverse vending machine. In the coming years, we expect a huge increased number of partner stores, as well as the increasing number of bottles that could be collected through our reverse vending machines. We started a year ago by launching a small proof of concept in Normandy with around 30 shops and 20 producers. We want to having bigger partners, industrial producers incoming already signed, industrial retailers that going to expand the model. We now need to expand our solution on a large scale with other retailers in the coming month. This company is driven by 3 entrepreneurs, engineers in applied mathematics and computer science. We found our product market fit with our proof of concept and are now ready to accelerate. So if you want to be part of the revival of reusable packaging, suivez la consigne. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andrew.